Bonjour and welcome into the cave. My guest band mixes flow from grime and rap with the heaviness of metal and gent, creating a sound that feels both explosive and purposeful. Through that blend, they talk about corruption, inequality, censorship, and the systems that shape the world we move through, turning frustration into something powerful and confronting. After being quiet for a while, they made their return this year, louder and sharper than ever, and most recently with their new single, Masquerade. Jay from Hacktivist is here with me today. Hi, Jay.
Hey.
You just released this year Bones. Well, this year in 2025, now that we are in 2026. And then Masquerade. What was the feedback that you've received from those releases?
Yeah, really, really good. I think the response from Bones was was really, really good, but it was a bit of a surprise for everyone. And it was very, very there were a lot of people talking about the new lineup and stuff like that. But it was overall it was a really good response. Masquerade was a good response as well. Now people know the lineup.
Yeah, Masquerade, especially this is with Masquerade that I rediscovered you guys, and I really like it. So congrats on those.
Thank you.
The first line you wanted to talk about is first from your song Rep the H, with the line, I represent my neighbors, they look like the Burbs. Can you tell me a bit more about this line?
Yeah, the line, it makes me laugh every time I hear it or every time I say it. Like I have to stop myself from laughing when I perform the song. Yeah, it's just there's a classic film called The Burbs by Tom Hanks. It's one of my favorite films. Yeah, I just wanted to express that I look at other people as if they're weird, but other people will look at me as if I'm weird.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, because just for people who don't know the movie, can you explain just the plot of it?
Yeah, it's like some really creepy, scary next door neighbors, and they look a bit creepy and different. And they're living next door to a how we say, like a normal looking family. So yeah, it's just a kind of flip on that. Like my neighbors probably think I'm weird, and I think they're weird.
And is it something that you always felt like that, or is it just recently?
I've always felt like that. Yeah, I think everywhere I've lived, I feel quite different from everybody. I just feel totally different. Like I look different, I dress different. Yeah, just totally different from everyone.
Mm-hmm. So you've always felt like, even when you were a kid, you were a bit like the weird one. Not saying you're weird, but feeling like
Yeah,
the
like
outcast.
the one that's outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's different from everyone.
And is it something that you are embracing,
Yeah,
or
definitely.
is it something that you had a hard time with at the beginning?
No, I embrace it. I definitely embrace it. I like being different. I choose to be different from everyone. Dress
Mm-hmm.
different, look different, everything.
When you were a kid, did you manage to also, because even if you were embracing it, I'm just assuming, tell me if I'm wrong, but maybe sometimes you can still look for people that look a bit like you. Did you manage to have that when you
Yeah,
were a kid?
yeah. I found people that that are a little bit like me, but there's just not many. You don't come across many very
Mm-hmm.
often.
And I guess this is how you created this creativity that you have and the artistic side of you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
When did that come up?
When did I like discover it?
Like
Yeah,
everything that is music or anything creative that you could have done?
my brother used to be a musician as well, and he was a rapper. So obviously I wanted to be a bit like him. But then when I got to 16, that's when I started taking it seriously. That's when I was like, right, I'm gonna be a musician. So yeah, probably when I was about 16. So it's a long time ago.
And who were your influences at that moment?
Mm, Eminem. Eminem was a big influence on the rapping side of things. Also, like a lot of the grime MCs from the UK, Dizzy Rascal, Wiley, Kano, Gets, lots of basically the whole grime scene.
So this is something that is completely new to me, I have to admit, that I don't really know of, that I might get interested in. And how did you find yourself in a band that definitely has some rap and grime influence, but in the end, it looks like your crowd is mostly metal and jet people?
Yeah, well, I started chilling like in Milton Keynes. We have some local festivals. I would play some of these local festivals as a rapper. While I was at one of these festivals, I met like a band, and they were like super heavy metal. But I was quite surprised because when I started talking to them, I stereotyped. I'll admit, and I stereotyped the metal at first. I thought it was all like leather jackets and long hair. But I met these guys that were in a band, and they were kind of they liked metal, but they liked grime as well. So I just started hanging out with them, just like going to the pub with them, drinking, just generally like outside of the local festivals. And then yeah, they all kind of split up from their band, and they just asked me to come to the studio. And they just played me a beat, and they just told me to rap on it, and I just did it. I was like, yeah, because while I was hanging out with them at these local festivals, I started getting into their music a little bit um, because I was like friends with them, so I started listening, and I could understand what they were screaming about. Um, so yeah, we just they just played a beat and asked me to rap on it, and I just did it, like freestyled it, and
Hmm.
yeah, that's when it started, really.
Yeah, and I think we often oppose those two genres when actually I think they have a lot of similarities. So in both of those genres, there are a lot of subgenres, but they can get both of them really heavy with heavy drops or heavy breakdowns, for example.
Yeah, definitely. It's the same tempo, funnily enough. Most of the metal beats I was spitting on are like 130 BPM, and grime is also 130 BPM or 140.
Hmm.
So I didn't have to change much. I just literally took my lyrics from the grime and dropped them on the metal, and it just, yeah, that's where it just worked.
Maybe what I'm gonna say is very cliche, and a lot of people say that we saw metal and rap hip hop coming together when Linkin Park and Jay-Z
Yeah.
did their album in common. Is it something that went over your head? Is it something that you appreciated at that time, or just
Oh
to know
yeah,
if
yeah,
it's very cliche or not?
yeah. No, I liked it. I've always liked the rap metal, even back to the like Run DMC days and stuff like that. I always knew it was
Hmm.
happening.
Right.
Yeah, I knew it was happening, and I saw it. But mine was a little bit different because that's like hip hop, hip hop,
Hmm.
hip hop, hip hop music is a little bit different from grime. So
Hmm.
it's the same but different. So that's um yeah. I just thought I'd do my own thing. But yeah, I've always appreciated the Limp Bizkit, all of those rap rap metal bands.
Hmm. And I want to come back to the line itself. So you're telling that your neighbors look like the Burbs. And so you feeling weird, but also you feeling that they are weird. Or how did you feel that they were weird? In what sense?
On the song, I'm talking about what I represent. Like I represent
Hmm.
this, I represent. So by me saying I represent my neighbors, they look like the Burbs, is basically saying I represent the weirdos as well. Do
Hmm.
you know what I mean? I represent the weird side of stuff.
The other people, they can feel like they are those new neighbors coming that
Yeah,
everyone looks with a weird eye.
yeah.
Have you had feedback from this line from people saying, "Oh, I also feel like that"?
I haven't actually, to be honest. No.
Hmm.
I've seen some positive comments about the line, but no one's really said much to me about the
Hmm.
line. But that makes it more better because that makes me like smile and laugh every time I say it, because I know I know some people might not understand the line as well, because the Burbs is a very old film, and I'm a very old man, so I don't think this generation probably don't understand the
Hmm.
line, but that's like about it.
How old are you?
Oh man, I'm so old, man. I was 40.
Okay. So yeah, the movie was from 89 from what I saw. So yeah,
Yeah,
you were still pretty young when it went out.
yeah,
But yeah, maybe now people who listen to this will get the reference, will watch the movie.
yeah. That's what I thought. I thought people would, when they hear it, they'll say, "What's the Burbs?" And then they'll type in the Burbs, and then they'll get it.
Yeah. And also it's funny that you say that because sometimes with Hacktivist you touch on very sensitive topic, very serious topic. So it's also nice to sometimes just have fun
Yeah, yeah,
with
definitely.
it.
Yeah, we are a very we do a lot of serious songs about serious topics, man. So sometimes it is definitely best to have a break from that and just have fun, make people
Hmm.
smile, laugh.
For example, Masquerade has a very more serious topic on it. And it's good to have that balance and to not just have this activist side of it. Otherwise, you can get pretty burnt out. Is it something that gives you a bit of anxiety? What everything we can see on the news?
I wouldn't say anxiety. I hate what I'm seeing on the news, but I kind of got to the stage in my life where I've kind of just like I hate it so much, but I've accepted the war. I've accepted it. Like
Hmm.
it's just it's always war in some country. So I'd say a little bit of anxiety about it, but I don't want to let anything stop me from going out and living my life. But it's more just upsetting than anything else. Also,
Yeah.
I don't know what to believe on the news. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what's real or what is fake these days. So I kind of just stay neutral and just hate all of it.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's the thing with the news. They are not neutral themselves. And then it's, if you want to get an interest in it, you have to inform yourself about it and make
Yeah,
your own opinion because you cannot make it from one piece of news.
exactly. Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add about Rep the H or the line specifically?
Rep the H. I wrote it in about 25 minutes. It's probably the quickest song I've ever written,
Hmm.
and nobody liked it.
You mean within the band?
Yeah, within the band, nobody liked it. No, nobody
Why?
really liked
Why?
it. I don't think the instrumental was very technical, and
Hmm.
a lot of my band members and a lot of people like the technical stuff, fast technical stuff. I like fast technical stuff, but I also like just slow, simple, weird stuff. And I thought
Hmm.
the beat was slow and weird, and I also did it because I knew that a lot of hip hop and grime people would like it. So
Hmm.
I've had a lot of messages from people that don't like metal, like my other friends that like hip hop and grime. They've said, I like this one. It's a bit, you know what I mean? It's got more of a hip hop vibe to it. The same with Masquerade as well. Masquerade and Bones, they're so different from each other. But like I get my metal friends, they say they prefer Bones to Masquerade. And my hip hop and grime friends say they hate Bones, but they like Masquerade.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Masquerade has a pretty heavy breakdown to it, so I would have said that metal people
Yeah.
also love this one.
Yeah. I think Masquerade's got like a heavy technical bit further down the
Hmm.
line. Going back to Rep the H, I don't think Rep the H has any technical fast bits in it. It's all just slow, the whole thing.
With this one, you kind of wanted to bring back maybe new people or bring back all of your crowd together.
Yeah, it was just like a song that we had floating around. I think songs like that for me are quite easy to write. The slower ones are really easy for me to write.
Hmm. Is it why, like, this song wasn't on Spotify for quite a while? Like, it was on YouTube, but I
Yeah.
think, tell me if I'm wrong, but it was not on platforms. Is it
Yeah,
why, or what's the
yeah,
reason behind
because
that?
because the rest of the guys didn't like it. Yeah, they didn't like it, man. We did the song. JJ joined the band, and we needed a song to introduce JJ, and we had loads of technical songs, loads of songs with big choruses and stuff like that. And but all of the songs, they would have needed the full band in the video, like the technical
Hmm.
songs. I felt like they would have needed the full band in the video, otherwise it wouldn't have made sense. So me and JJ picked Rep the H. to release to introduce him into the band, because that was the only song that we thought would look okay without any band members in, just me and him.
Mm-hmm.
So we did it. We put it on YouTube to announce JJ, and then when it came to releasing it and putting it on Spotify, the rest of the band, because they didn't really like the song that much, they didn't really want to release it. And there was a lot of people on Instagram asking why it's not on Spotify, people on YouTube asking why it's not on Spotify. So when we had a lineup change, me and JJ asked the rest of the guys, and we released it, and everybody loves it, and we play it live as well. So I think the crowd really, I think our fans or our supporters, they really like it, and I knew they would.
Yeah, when I read the comments, it's like they're saying that it's a good intro to JJ or that they really like the song. I see all the comments like, where can I find this song?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can create something and think it's the best thing in the world and it has very bad feedback, and sometimes it's the opposite, where here you knew that it would get a good feedback, but not everyone gets it.
Yeah, I think with every song, there's going to be some people that don't like it, but I think every song that we release, the majority of our supporters like it. But
Mm-hmm.
we don't, we try not to do stuff for our supporters or for anybody. It's like for us, like we do songs because we like them, and then we just put them on YouTube or whatever for people to listen to. If they like it, they like it. But
Mm-hmm.
if they say they don't like it, it ain't gonna stop us from making more songs like that. Like we'll pick, like Alex's favorite song might be different from JJ's favorite song, which will be different from my favorite song, and this is different from Steve's favorite song. And that happens all the time when we try and pick what songs to play on the set and stuff like that. So yeah, we just make songs that we know are good, and the rest is just whatever.
And I think that's the right way to go, because especially with a band like you, people are looking for authenticity, for real
Mm,
stuff. And if you do something just because you think it's gonna work, I think people will see it instantly and just
yeah,
wouldn't fit you. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Now we're gonna go way back to a song that you started covering a long time ago, maybe 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah,
N-word in Paris, where you kind of changed the lyrics to make it fit the band.
yeah,
So, for example, you say, "Do you know how many sick trainers I own?" when the original song said, "Do you know how many bitches I own?" Something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So, yeah, can you tell me about this line, this cover?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite lines in the song, because everybody knows all the words to it, and people know what I'm going to say, and I think a lot of people relate to it, because a lot of people like have multiple pairs of nice shoes. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of lines in the song that I flipped to make them fit us, because all of the lines in the original don't relate to me or the band at all. So I literally flipped every single line pretty much, and I enjoyed
Mm-hmm.
doing it. I enjoyed doing that. Yeah, I'll probably do it again soon.
Is it still a song that you play live or that you're going
Yeah,
to in the future?
yeah. We kind of have to play it live. People always ask for it, and if we don't play it live, people ask why not. It never gets boring or anything. I quite enjoy playing it live. I think our old manager years ago said that we should stop playing it live, but yeah, we haven't. We've added
Mm-hmm.
some other covers into the set, and we've done more covers since then. But that just seems to just make people really happy, that song. So I think we'll probably play it forever.
In the metal community, a lot of people love rap, hip hop, or whatever genre covers. For example, The Devil Was Prada covered Still Fly, and people are still asking them to cover Still Fly on their
Yeah.
show. And this is how you see that they go very well together, because a metal version of those songs just sounds perfect, like
Mm,
almost like it was made for it. So I guess, as you said, it's like because it's the same BPM or
yeah,
something like
definitely.
that. And do you want to talk about how many sick trainers you own?
um, Yeah, I mean, they're sick trainers to me, but they're not expensive. That's one thing I wanted to point out in the song as well. Like, we don't, like, I think on the original, they're talking a lot about money and how much jewels
Hmm.
and stuff. But like, I wear Vans. I wear a lot of Vans. I've got like 3 pairs of Vans at the moment, and they're not expensive. But to me, they're sick. Like, I love Vans, but they're not the most comfortable of trainers. Uh, these are quite comfortable. I got some new Adidas Campus for Christmas. I haven't worn these yet, but yeah,
Nice.
these are my new favorite, uh, my favorite trainers to wear. I'm gonna get a couple of, I'm gonna get a couple of different colors of those. I really like them. Um, so yeah, it's Adidas Campus or Vans. I think my favorites right now.
Yeah, good choice. And also the thing with bands is that they are not this solid. Like they always break at some point,
Y-
even though they are supposed
Yeah,
to be skater shoes.
yeah. They're not they're not high quality. They're not very quality. They're not very comfortable either. But they're just cool. They just look good, and I like them. They make me
Yeah.
happy.
And if you go to a concert or a festival, you can be sure that it's like a field of vans.
Yeah, yeah. And if somebody steps on them, it's fine because they're dirty already.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I couldn't mention so this song you're covering without the original artist. You covered the song years ago before he started doing speeches and everything.
Yeah.
Is it something that is important to you? And there is no right or wrong answer. But for me, for example, if an artist I really like turns out making hate speeches, I am very disappointed and then I'll stop listening to them. Like, how is it for you?
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed. I think when I saw that he was wearing the Trump hat, like he was shaking hands with Trump and the make America great again. I was a bit
Hmm.
surprised. I was a bit surprised and I was a bit let down. If I find out an artist that I'm listening to it goes against what like I'm about, then I probably would stop listening to him. I'll just listen to somebody else. I don't
Hmm.
really get involved and start hating and like commenting on their videos and slating them or saying anything online about them.
Hmm. Yeah.
There's enough artists that you can just go and listen to someone else. So
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, he's he's uh he's definitely a character, old Kanye West, but I can't say I hate him or anything like that. I think his music's really good. Yeah, man, he's outspoken. He's outspoken. He's kind of futuristic. I wasn't a massive fan of Kanye West or Jay-Z. That wasn't the reason why we did the cover. We
Hmm.
just like
Yeah.
the
The
song.
song.
Yeah, it's bouncy. So I just take the art away from the artist. If it's good, it's good.
You were talking about you're not going to comment hate. And I think that's totally valid because he's making hate speech. So you cannot do some hate speeches on him, telling him that he's doing that because you would do exactly the same.
Yeah, I never
And I
do that.
actually kind of, yeah. And I actually kind of feel for him because for me, it looks like it's a lot of mental illnesses coming from it.
Yeah, yeah,
But
definitely.
I just cannot condone anything he's saying. And especially knowing the huge platform he has, you make your own opinion of it. You know that for you, this is not your values, but some people can actually believe what he says and saying, this is the way of going. And I think this is where it gets very dangerous.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Because the way I see it is, there's no two human beings that are the same. Like every human being
Hmm.
has been up differently. They've seen things, they've been places, they've been taught different things by different people. So everybody's different. So I'm not condoning what he says, but like if if you or I were him, we'd probably have a lot of different things to say because just one thing in America, like I think in America racism is a little bit different. It seems and feels like a bit more harsh. So what he's been through, maybe that's why he's saying the stuff he's saying. So I just
Hmm.
let him get on with it, man.
Yeah.
As long as he's physically hurting anyone, you can just let him say what he wants. I don't. That's why I never get I understand when people say stuff online, other people get frustrated, but I don't get frustrated. I just carry on swiping and carry on with my day. I don't
Yeah,
see why. Yeah, people get too. People like, oh, he said this. I put it all into my music and say stuff in my music, but I just kind of
yeah.
ignore it, even though it is hard.
Especially with your music, that you're also saying very important messages, and
Yeah,
then people will accept it or not,
yeah.
but at least you're using your platform to say what you want to say.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I do. I always want to use my platform, but there's always two. You have to be careful what you say these days. Basically, you have to be careful what you say. Even that's why I haven't mentioned anything about the Palestine war against Israel. War is bad. I'm totally against it either way, but I don't want to get into the nitty gritty and the ins and outs of it. One, because I don't know the full story, the real thing that's going on, and two is if you say. So I think someone said free Palestine, and then someone was like, "Oh, but what about Israel or something?" And then they're arguing and stuff, and then two people arguing. It's best to stay out of it.
Mm, yeah, it's difficult. I may not have the same opinion on this, but we are not here to talk about it. And I actually hear what you're saying and understand what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Also, I wanted to ask you, so you talked about racism that you think is way harsher in the US. I feel like in Europe it's getting worse and worse, but I am white, so this is something that I'm not confronted with directly.
yeah,
Is it something that you have felt changed over time in the UK, for
yeah.
example?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's definitely getting worse in the UK. The racism and stuff is getting worse. I think in America it's always been pretty bad, and it's
Hmm.
probably getting worse as well. It's getting worse all around the world now. But I think like there's people out there that are trying to create a race war. Like they're trying to create a race war. They're trying to get us all fighting against each other, and I can see it clearly. I've spoken to some of my friends, and they can't see it. They can't see it. So like it's a dangerous world out there, man. It's a dangerous world. Like I think a lot of people are brainwashed. I watched a lot of podcasts with Billy Carson, and he says like these people are brainwashed. Like if you think that it's okay, or if you think it's the right thing to do by going and taking someone else's life, like you've got
Hmm.
mental health. You're mental. Like you've got problems.
Yeah, especially, yeah, taking someone's life. In what world can you think this is okay? I feel even dumb saying it because it's just so simple, just
Yeah.
don't kill people.
Exactly. It's absolutely crazy. These people think they're doing it for some of these people think they're doing it for their gods or something, or they're doing it for somebody. They actually think they're doing it for the right reason, but there's no right reason for taking someone else's life. It's barbaric. It's absolutely barbaric.
I'm white and I know this is not something that I will be directly affected with, but at the same time, I don't want to live in a world
Mm,
where there is this race war.
mm.
Now that you have released Bones and Masquerade, what can we expect from Hacktivist in 2026?
Definitely some more singles than an album. We're working on the album at the moment. It's been super hard because we started an album and we were like 8, 9 tracks deep, and then we had another lineup change, so we had to go back and start again. But we kept like 2 or 3 of those songs that we were working on from the album, took them with us, and then revamped them and changed the sound of them. But that still set us back a little bit. But now the album is really nearly finished. It's going to be out in 2026. So yeah, definitely expect an album this year, and some more singles and videos and shows.
Very nice. And can you tell us a bit more about the songs of the album? What are the topics, or can we expect from them musically?
Yeah, there's a lot of let me say like a computerized generation. Digital
Hmm.
is we're talking about a lot of digital stuff, a lot of like robot AI sort of stuff on this album. But then there's also There's also some fun stuff on the album as well, like a song that's like it's like about computer games, like it's about like new and old games and stuff like that. But yeah, it's sounding good, man. We're nearly finished it. We're nearly finished. We're just got 2 or 3 songs that we're working on at the moment, and then we're gonna go and record it all again and then hand it over for mixing and mastering. So yeah, it should definitely be 2026.
All right, then I'm very excited to hear about it. Well, Jay, thank you very much for talking with me. This was very interesting. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Julia.
For everyone listening, go listen to Hacktivist wherever you listen to your music. Follow them on Instagram to be aware of all the new stuff that they are gonna put out. You can also follow Into the Cave on Instagram at Into the Cave Pod. Like, follow, anything that helps. I will talk to you again next week with a new guest. And meanwhile, be kind to yourself. Bye.
Bye.